we are going to take complementary colors and mix them together for chromatic grays. Every color on the wheel has a complement. The complement is opposite on the wheel, so yellow's complement is violet, blue's complement is orange, red's complement is green. So let's start with yellow violet. I've got yellow here on my palette. I'm going to mix it together with violet. Violet is made from the two primaries, red and blue. Start with making a violet color up. Mixing that with yellow, trying to get what we call a chromatic gray, kind of a neutral, earthy gray color. Get this kind of earthy, brownish, gray, dark color. Let's take some of that. We've got our yellow-violet combination here. Make a little swatch of it. It becomes this very neutral, muted, earthy, chromatic gray. Let's add a little tiny bit of white to it just to see the hue a little better. Make a swatch with just a little bit of white in it, and it becomes this gray, earthy, muted tone. It's a little on the purple side. I could probably add a little more yellow to get it even more neutral. But what you see is the intensity of the colors, the spectral colors, is taken away and neutralized when the complements are mixed together. So our next one, we'll try red and green. Red's complement green on the opposite the wheel. So I've got here on the palette red and green. Green's made from the other two primaries, yellow and blue. So we'll mix a green up here. We've also got a little bit of acrylic retarder to slow the drying. It's a green color. Secondary green mixed with primary red. And we'll try and get a neutral chromatic gray from it. Oop, I have too much red in there, not enough green. Darn it. It's okay. Way too much red. That red is pretty powerful. So I think what I'll do really quick is make up another quick batch of green. Just a little less red so it doesn't go too brown. So our goal is to get that neutral chromatic gray color. It's a green, a little on the blue side. I'll borrow a little yellow from here. And this time be a little more gentle with the red so I can get that chromatic gray. You take away the intensity, you get this earthy tone down hue. A little more. And maybe we'll go with that right there. Green here, combo, neutral chromatic gray. maybe add a little bit of white to it to see the hue a little better. Okay, that one's better than my yellow violet. This is definitely a lot more neutral than the yellow violet. As I said before, I could probably add more yellow to that to get it more neutral. And the last one is going to be blue and orange. Blue's complement is orange. Orange is made from the other two primaries, yellow and red. So on my palette I've got blue and I've got yellow and red to make orange. Running out of space on my palette here. There's orange, and maybe over here I'll just take a little blue into it. It's all about proportions when it comes to the use of pigments. In conceptual terms it would be 50-50 of each, but in practical terms you have to kind of find the recipe. Okay, I'm starting to take that intensity, that brightness away more. And it's starting to lose its spectral color and get more and more neutral, more and more earthy and darker. A little more. All of it. I could probably even add more, but I think I'll just leave it alone. Blue and orange. Take a little white to it. And there's a little white to it to see the color of it. So what we have is complementary colors, colors opposite on the wheel. Any combination of two that are opposite mixed together to yield what we call chromatic grays. And notice the similarity between them once they're mixed, because you're using all three primaries every time. If you're using yellow, then you're using violet, the complement, yellow, red, and blue. The triad added together get that neutral kind of earthy color. Red and green, red, green, green's made from yellow and blue, yellow, red, blue, blue. Here, orange is made from yellow and red, so all three primaries every time. That's why you get that similarity every time. These could be nuanced a little more to get even more neutral, but the idea is take the intensity, the brightness away from the color by adding a complement. You get these more natural colors. This is a great way to shade a color. Rather than using black in a painting, you can use a complement to shade a color down, to darken it, to take its brightness away. And any combination of two should get you in this realm of these earthy chromatic grays.